So we should be streaming. Oh no, we have lag. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Holy fuck no. Bro, please be a skit internet. Because is it over? Are we really going to have lag the whole stream? Or can I ignore what just happened? Can I ignore it? I will I will give you one chance, internet. I will I will act as if that didn't happen at all. No? So let me see. Let me let me get things going a little bit. Well, we're basically here to continue with our beautiful book. It has been a long time since we streamed anything at all, so might as well start working on that. Hello, Clunk. Um, we, as I was saying, I literally just started, so um, we are getting ready, but more than anything else, I am getting set. I am testing internet because I don't know what just happened, but out of nowhere it decided to lag. Literally the exact same moment I hit the go live, but I don't know. Aside from that, in this particular instance, in this particular stream, I feel like I need a little bit of sugar because I just wake up, so I notice a little bit of indulgence in unnecessary indulgence, but if you were to give me the possibility, I would be happy to do this. Cookie, beautiful cookie, because I want to be woke up. I feel kind of tired, so I need to be present in the real. Sorry. Um, Anyways, everything should be working. I think, I hope, I pray. Oh, mm-hmm. Let me get this scene over here. Transition. There it is. There we are. I kind of forgot. Give me a second here. I forgot to test the audio. Sorry. I think I added like 3 or 4 different what is it filters, so I needed to test the audio itself just in case it sounded a little bit weird. It sounded a little bit bad. It sounded anything different because I never noticed, and I think it wasn't a problem for everybody, but there is a kind of weird how to call it crackling noise that happens with the microphone itself at random moments. I hope it isn't. I hope the reason that as to why that happens isn't because the microphone is broken or something like that. Because it has less than a week, it would be funny that that is the reason as to why we're having this particular problem. But anyways, audio itself seems to be fine, so I am not forgetting anything. I think. Let me this time for real start. We were basically over here on the Canto 93 to start the Canto 93. The story was we are seeing Yayati who is going down the realms, and right now I think if I comprehended correctly, he was going down from the gods or one of the gods realms into a lower realm where there were wise and I think there were all Brahmins or no, okay, they were all Rakshasas. That was the way to call them, the warriors, I think. Um, and basically, he was being offered the opportunity of staying there instead of going even lower because he was kind of falling down to the deepest hell that was existing there. And the others, when they saw that really, really incredible advantage that was to have Yayati, because he was really a wise and clever guy, wanted to make him stay. So basically that. The point in the history itself is he was already offered like two or three possibilities, I think, and he's being right now offered one more. Well, not only one more. He's another one is also giving up their how is it that they call their realms of enjoyment in the samsara, I think it is, for the sake of having Yayati live with them. So yeah, let me continue. Canto 93. Samgavaparva continue. Yayati says, there are as many realms for you to enjoy as there are places in the sky, the 10 directions of the universe and on the earth that the sun illumines. Basumat then says, I give them all to you. Let all the worlds meant for me become yours, and you shall not fall anymore. And if it is not proper for you to take them from me as a gift, O king, then buy them from me. Their price is a straw. Yayati replies, I do not remember ever having bought or sold anything usuriously. No king ever has. Then how shall I now? Basumat says, if you consider buying them as being against Dharma, then take them freely from me as a gift, because I say to you that I will never go to those worlds myself, so let them be yours. No, Sivi says to Yayati, I am Osinara's son, Sivi. Oh, Peter, are there any worlds in Swarga or Arkasa for me to enjoy by my punya? You know all the worlds that a man might gain through tapasya. Yayati says, you have never failed to help honest and good men who ask for your help. There are infinite worlds for you to enjoy in heaven, all bright as lightning. Sivi says, if you think it wrong to buy them from me, I give them to you as my gift. Take them all, O king, for I will never go there, to those realms where the wise never feel any disquiet. Yet he says, O Sivi, powerful as Indra, you have indeed earned an infinity of heavenly realms for yourself. But I have no wish to enjoy worlds given to me by others. I fear I cannot accept your gift. Now, Ashtaka declares, O Peter, we have all offered you the higher realms that we have earned by our tapasya and dharma. You refuse to accept them, but we are going to leave them to you, and ourselves go down into Bauma, hell on earth. Yayeti replies, you are all wise and honest. Give me what I deserve. I cannot do what I have never done before. Astaka says, whose are these 5 golden chariots, the men that fly to the realm of permanent bliss go into? Yayati says, indeed, the 5 glorious chariots that blaze like fire will bear you to the realms of bliss. Astaka says, Yayati, take the chariots and fly into Swarga. You can wait, we will follow later. Yayati says, look, the pathway to Swarga is revealed before us. We can all go together, for it seems that we have all conquered heaven. All those noble kings climb into the chariots of the Devas and fly up into Swarga, illumining all the sky with the radiance of their virtue as they go, breaking the silence as they flash along. Astaka says, I always thought that Indra is especially my friend, and that I will enter his realm first, but how does Usisnada's son Sivi leave the rest of us behind? Yayati says, Usisnada's son relinquished his every possession to attain Brahmaloka, so he is the fifth among us. Besides, the liberality, asceticism, truth, virtue, modesty, forgiveness, and friendliness of Sivi, as well as his burning desire to do good, have been such that no one can measure them. Again curious, Ashtaka asked his mother's father, Yayati, who is like Indra himself, O king, tell me truthfully who you are, from where you come, and whose son you are. Has any other Brahmana or Kshatriya on earth done all that you did? Yayati replies, truly, I am Yayati, Nahusha's son and Puru's father. I was lord of all the earth. You are all my daughter's son, and I am your grandfather. I conquered the world and gave rich garments to Brahmanas, and also 100 pedigreed horses that are fit to be sacrificed at Aswamedha Yagnas. Such sacrifices pleased the Devas, and they blessed those that performed them. I gifted the earth that I had conquered to the Brahmanas, the world with all her horses, elephants, gold, every kind of treasure, and also 100 arbudas of the finest milch cows. Why, earth and sky, Bhumi and Akasha, exist because of my Dharma. Agni still burns in the world of men because of my Dharma and my truth. I have never spoken a single word that is a lie, and for this the wise worship the truth. Ashtaka, everything that I have told Pratardana, Basumat, and you is true. I know beyond doubt that the rivers, the riches, and all the realms and homes of the blessed are full of grace and bliss because they are founded in truth. He that reads or hears this account of our ascent in Swarga will know ever in his heart shall himself find the walls to which we go. What? Ah, okay. For a second, I thought it was a fucking cures. I don't know. Um, I will consider that a evil in my heart because I confounded the words that I was reading. So, no words of Swarga for me, sorry. Anyways, continue. After drinking water. Thus did mighty King Yayati of old, said by his grandsons, re-enter Swarga from where he fell, while his fame spread throughout the three worlds. So I guess I do not really know. I want to see more because Yayati seems to have said something very kind of egotistical in a sense. How is it that only because of one human everything else has kept existing, so to speak? We will see. They didn't say if Yayati was going to find once again or not, so we will see. Canto 24. Samhaparva continued. Hanamehaya said, O Vaisampayana, worthy of worship, tell me about the sons of Puru and the kings that descended from them. Tell me about the powers and deeds of each one. I have heard that every king in the line of Puru is a man of Dharma and great prowess, and that each one of has excellent sons. O you, who are rich in tapasya, tell me the lives of those kings of deep learning and great achievements. Vaisampayana said, listen then to the lives of the heroic kings born into the house of Puru, every one of them as strong as Indra, owning boundless wealth, and the adoration of all in consequence of their dharma and their awesome deeds. By his wife Pausti, Puru has three sons, Pravira, Iswara, and Raudraswar, all of them redoubtable Maharathas. Of this, Pravira begets upon his wife Saruseni a son called Manasyu. Manasyu, whose eyes are as wide and long as lotus petals, holds sway over the world, bounded by the four seas. Manasyu's wife is Saubiri, and he fathers three sons in her, Sakta, Sahana, and Bahmi. When they are great Kshatriyas in battles and Maharathas, Puru's son Raudraswa begets upon the Apsara Misrakesi 10 sons, all great archers. They grow to be tremendous Kshatriyas, performing countless yagnas to worship the Devas. Each of them gets sons who acquire deep learning of every kind and are men of Dharma. The 10 sons of Raudravas are Richeyu, Takreyu, and Brikeyu of great strength, Standileyu, Baneyu, and Haleyu of great fame, Teheyu of great strength and intellect, Sadyeyu, strong as Indra, Dharmeyu, and Sanateyu, both powerful as Devas. Of this, Richeyu becomes sovereign ruler of the earth and is known as Anadrishti. He is as strong as Indra among the Devas. Anadrishti's son, Matinara, becomes a renowned king of Dharma, who performs the Rajasuya and the Aswamedha yagnas. Matinara has four sons of untold prowess, Tansu, Mahan, Atiratha, and Troyo the Glorious. Among these, the mighty Tansu becomes the perpetuator of Puru's line. He subdues the earth and gains great fame, honor, and splendor. Tansu's son is the mighty Ilina, who becomes the greatest among all conquerors and also brings the whole world under his sway. Ilina begets 5 sons upon his wife Ratantara, and Dromanta is the eldest. They are as mighty as the five elements. The Panchabhutas. Ilina's sons are Dushyanta, Sura, Bhima, Pravasu, and Vasu, and O Hanamehaya. The eldest of them, Dushyanta, becomes king. By his wife, Shakuntala, Dushyanta has a fine son, Bharata, who becomes king. The royal race that he founded bears Bharata's name, and because of his greatness, its fame spread across the earth. Mahabharata marries 3 wives and begets 9 sons by them. None of them is like his father, and Mahabharata is not pleased. Growing angry, their mothers kill their sons. Finally, Mahabharata performs a great Putrakama with Bharadvaja as his priest and begets a son called Bhumanyu. In this prince, Puru's magnificent descendant.
Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305,
Thank you.
Dialing today. I just want to tell you,
Thank you for
que a
mentioning
mí me
that.
gusta la Pepsi.
I truly thank you, but I hope you had a great stream. I hope you were able to finish your your drawing. Also, what? Gacha, what? Welcome, Gacha, welcome back to to this place. No, I can't really escape us. No, I can escape the Mahabharata. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for the raid. As I said before, I hope you had a great stream. And well, just in case I try to fix my mic, I hope it works. I hope. If not, if should I try to write it just in case? I don't know. Anyways, we are a little bit of context. We are reading the Mahabharata, a book. It is very long, basically. I can't say too much. It is a very interesting book. It's that I can confidently say. So it's basically that. Thank you. And oh wait, no. Yes, I forgot to do my bare minimum. That is to do a shout out. Well, I mean a little bit of context for those who might not know who is For Milks. A very interesting satsur, so to speak, and yeah, basically somebody who does a lot of variety content. It is at least when I watch her, it is a very interesting Shua who is capable of talking. Interestingly enough, let's say like that, it is a good experience to have. And well, well, I mistyped the. I forgot this. Give me a second. This is painful because I have to do it on my phone. I wrote raid. Thank God I saw that. Sure, yes, shout out. Thank God I mistyped things because if not, we were going to raid a channel that wasn't live. Anyways, let me continue, please. Not that somebody is stupid. Now, I was over think here. In this prince, Puru's magnificent descendant, Bharata, is pleased. He feels that this boy is his worthy heir and crowns Bhumanyu Yuvaraja. Bhumanyu marries Pushkarini and sires 6 sons in her: Suhotra, Suhotri, Suhavi, Suheya, Dimitra, and Kechika. The eldest, Suhotra, inherits the throne and he performs many Rajasuyas and Aswamedhas. Suhotra brings the whole world with her girdle of seas, her forest teeming with elephants, her lands with cows and horses, and her treasure troves of gold and jewels under his sway. The earth, burdened with numberless humans, elephants, horses, and chariots, seems as if she might sink down into Patala. During the reign of Suhotra of Dharma, lakhs of Upastambas, stakes of sacrifice, cover the face of Bhumi. Suhotra begets among his wife Aikshaki 3 sons: Ahamidhya, Sumidha, and Puromidha. The eldest, Ahamidha, becomes king and he sires 6 sons: Riksha by Domini, Dushyanta and Parameshtin by Nili, and Hanu, Hala, and Rupina are born from Kesini. All the tribes of the Panchalas are descended from Dushyanta and Parameshtin, and the Kushikas are the sons of Hayu of measureless might. Just in case, sorry if I mix up the names. I I am not somebody who is proficient in Sanskrit names, so sorry. I have a hard time reading them. Even more because this is a part where there are like how many 10, 10 different names every single paragraph. So it gets kind of confusing. But well, Riksha, the eldest, becomes king and he begets Sambarana, who furthers the royal line. O king, I have heard that during the reign of Riksha's son, Sambarana, famine, pestilence, drought, and disease sweep across the earth, killing millions. For the first time, enemies defeat the Mahabharata princes, the Panchalas, with foot soldiers, cavalries, elephant warriors, and chariot fighters conquer the world. With them, Akshauhinis, the Panchala king, vanquishes the Mahabharata king. Sambarana flees with his wife and ministers, sons and relatives, and hides in the forest on the bank of the river Sindhu, which extends to the foot of the Himalaya. The Maharatas lived there for 1,000 years in a fortress they built. When 1,000 years pass, one day the illumined Rishi Vishasta comes to see the Maharatas in exile, and they come out to worship him with Arghya, welcoming him reverently. They tell him everything that has happened. When the Rishi sits in a lofty chair, Sambarana himself says to the sage, "Be our priest, O Holy One, for we wish to regain our kingdom." Vasista replies, "Aum," consenting. Vasista makes Sambarana the sovereign of all the Kshatriyas in the world. With his recondite mantras, he makes the hair of Kuru like the horns of the bison, the tusks of the elephant. Becoming lord of the earth once more, Sambarana performs many Mahayagnas, and the gifts he gives the Brahmanas are magnanimous beyond description. Sambarana marries Suryadeva's daughter, Tapati, and begets on her a son called Kuru. Kuru's dharma is flawless. He is the soul of rectitude, and the people make him king. The field called Kurukshetra or Kuruhungala, renowned in the world, is named after this great sovereign, for he sits in that field in Tapasya for long years and sanctifies it through his penance. Kuru's wife, Bahini, of the lofty intellect, bears him 5 sons: Adikshit, Bavish, Yanta, Chaitraratha, Muni, and the celebrated Hanamehaya. Adikshit begets the mighty Parikshit, Savalaswa, Adhiraja, Viraja, Salmali of great strength, Uchhaisravas, Bangakara, and Hitari of the 8th. What? Anyways, from their Dharma and Tapasya, 7 Maharatas, Kanmekaya, their leader, are born into this royal house. Parikshit's sons are masters of Dharma and Artha. They are Kakshasena, they are Kakshasena, Ugrasena, Chitrasena of enormous vitality, Indrasena, Sushasena, and Bhimasena. The sons of Kanmekaya are all endowed with inordinate strength and become celebrated the world over. Yeah, okay. Once again, all the book therefore errors when some parts were written, I guess, celebrated all over the world or something like that. Anyways, they are Dhritarashtra, the eldest, Pandu, Valhika, Nishadha, of tremendous Tejas, the mighty Hambulnada, Kundodara, Padati, and Vasati is 8. They too are steeped in Dharma and Artha and compassionate to all living creatures. The Dhritarashtra becomes king. He has 8 sons: Kundika, Hastivitarka, Gratha, Ravas, Indrabha, and the invincible Umanyu. Numberless grandsons has the Dhritarashtra, but only 3 of them acquire renown: Pratipa, Dharmanetra, and Sunetra. Of these, Pratipa has no rival on earth. O Bharate. What? O Bharate Shabha. Pratipa has 3 sons: Davapi, Santanu, and the Mahabharata Valkika. Davapi, the eldest, becomes a sannyasi, for he wants his brothers to have the kingdom. Santanu and Mahabharata Valkika inherit the earth. Rahan, besides all these, countless mighty Kshatriyas are born into the race of Mahabharata, each of them blessed with burning energy, unlike Devas in their Dharma and Tapasya. So too, many Maharatas, great chariot warriors, all as irresistible as Devas, are born into the race of Manu. Their numbers increase the Ayla dynasty beyond calculation. Nothing really else to add. I am tired already of reading names sometimes. Let me see. Are there more names here? No! No! Even more names. Why I am condemned to. Anyways, basically that we have more names in front of us, so we might as well enjoy the ride. Canto 95, Samgavaparva continued. Karamehaya said, Brahmana, you have told me the history of my ancestors and about the great kings born in our royal line. However, you have only told me briefly about this ancestry. I beg you, O Vaisampayana, recount the lives of these great men in some detail, beginning with Manu, Lord of Creation. Okay. Who will not be enchanted to listen to such a narration? For it surely is sacred. Why, the fame of these kings has spread across Swarga, Bhumi, and Patala. Blah, blah. Yeah, welcome, Bingo. We're once again three beautiful names. Welcome. Okay. Why? The fame of these kings has spread across Swarga, Bhumi, and Patala. Such is their wisdom, their might, their lofty characters, and their dharma. Your Itihasa is like Amrita. Rare delight fills me when you speak of their liberality, power, and strength, their intelligence, their vigor, and fortitude. Like Sampayana said, listen to me, O Rahan, in full to the legends of your race, just as I heard it from my master Dvaipayana. Daksha begets Aditi, who begets Vivaswat, who begets Manu, who begets Ila, and Ila begets Pururavas. Pururavas begets Ayus, who begets Nahusha, and Nahusha begets Yayati. Yayati has two wives, Ususana's daughter Devayani and Sarmishta, the daughter of Brishaparvan. Devayani gives birth to Yadu and Turvasu, and Brishaparvan's daughter Sarmishta gives birth to Druyu, Anu, and Puru. The descendants of Yadu are the Yadavas and those of Puru are the Pauravas. Puru has a wife called Kausalya, in whom he begets a son called Haramehaya, who performs 3 Aswamedhas and another great sacrifice called Viswahit, after which he goes away into the forest and takes Sannyasa. Haramehaya has Ananta, the daughter of Madhava, and she bears him a son called Prachimbat. This prince has his name because he conquers all the eastern countries up to the very land where the sun rises. Prachimbat marries Asmaki, a Yadava princess, and fathers in her a son called Sangyati. Sangyati marries Barangi, the daughter of Drishatwata, and she bears him a son called Ahayanti. Ahayanti marries Banumati, the daughter of Kritavirya, and she gives him a son called Sarvabhauma. Sarvabhauma marries Sanunda, the daughter of the Kekaya king. By abducting her, he fathers Hayatsena in her. Hanatseya marries the Vidharva king daughter and she bears him Avachina. Avachina also marries another Vidharva princess, Mariada. Her son is Arihan. Arihan marries Anki and their son is Mahabhauma. Mahabhauma marries Suhanya, the daughter of Prasanhit. She bears him Ayutthanaye. He bears this unusual name because he performs a sacrifice for which the fat of an ayuth of male creatures is specified. What? What? Okay. Ayutthanaye marries Kama, the daughter of Pritusravas, and their son is Akrodhana, who marries Karamha, the daughter of the king of Kalinga. Their son is Devatiti, who marries Mariala, the princess of Videha, and their son is Arihan. Arihan marries Sudeva, the princess of Anga, and he marries in her the prince Riksha. Riksha marries Kuala, the daughter of Takshaka, and their son is Matinara, who performs a 12-year yagna on the banks of Saraswati, a great and potent sacrifice. When it is complete, Saraswati appears before the king and makes him her husband. And their son is called Tansu. Tansu marries Kalingi and begets a son called Ilina. Ilina marries Ratantari and they have 5 sons, of whom Dushyanta is the eldest. Dushyanta marries Vishwamitra's daughter Shakuntala and their son is Mahabharata the Great. The mother is only the receptacle in which the father begets the son. The father is himself the son. Therefore, O Dushyanta, accept your son and do not humiliate Shakuntala, God among men. The father becomes the son and rescues himself from her. Shakuntala speaks the truth when she says that you are this child's father. Thus, the Asariri, the divine voice, spoke in the court of Dushyanta, and Dushyanta then accepts his child, and Mahabharata has his name for that, the accepted one. Mahabharata marries Sunanda, the daughter of Sarvasena, king of Kashi, and their son is Bhumanyu. Bhumanyu marries Vijaya, the daughter of Dasarha, and their son is Suhotra, who marries Suvarna, the daughter of Ikshivaku. Their son is Hasti, who indeed founded this great capital of yours, and it is after him that it is named Hastinapura. Hasti marries Yasodhara, the princess of Trigarta, and their son is Vikuntana, who marries Sudeva, the princess of Dasarha. They have a son called Agamidha. Agamidha has 4 wives, Raikeyi, Ganhari, Visala, and Riksha, and he begets 2. What? And he begets 2,400 sons among them. Of all these, Sambarana becomes king and perpetuates the dynasty. Sambarana marries Vivaswat's daughter, Tapati, and their son is Kuru, who marries the Dasarha princess Subhangi, and their son is Viduratha. Viduratha marries Supriya, a Madhava princess, and their son is called Anaswan. Anaswan marries Amrita, another daughter of the Madhavas, and their son is Parikshit, who marries Subasa, a Bahuda princess, and their son is Bhimasena. Bhimasena marries the Kekaya princess Kumari and begets upon her Pratisravas, whose son is Pratipa. Pratipa marries Sunanda, their daughter of Sivi, and they have 3 sons, Devapi, Shantanu, and Balhika. When he is just a boy, Devapi goes away into the jungle and takes Sannyasa. Shantanu becomes king. Here is a sloka about Shantanu. Old men whom this king touched not only felt indescribable joy, but had their youth restored to them. Indeed, so is he named Shantanu, and Shantanu marries Ganga, who bears him a son, Devabrata, who is later known as Bhishma, of the solemn vow. Wishing his father to find happiness, for Ganga has left him, Bhishma helps Shantanu marry Satyavati, who is also known as Gandhakali, for the fragrance of her body. When she is a young virgin, Satyavati bears the rishi Parasara a son upon an island in a stream of the Yamuna. He is my guru, Dvaipayana. She bears Shantanu 2 other sons, Chitrangada and Vichitravirya, but Gandharvas slay Chitrangada before he grows to manhood. Vichitravirya becomes king, and he marries the 2 daughters of the king of Kashi, Ambika and Ambalika, but Vichitravirya dies before they can bear him any children. Satyavati bends her mind to the task of how the race of Dushyanta can be continued. She remembers her fifth son, the Rishi Dvaipayana. He appears before her and asks, "What shall I do for you, mother?" She says, "Your brother Vichitravirya has left this world without fathering any sons. Beget sons of Dharma for him." Dvaipayana fathers 3 children, Dharatirashtra, Pandu, and Vidura, to continue the royal line. By his boon to his son, Dharatirashtra has 100 sons by his wife Ganhari. Among those 100, 4 achieve renown: Duryodhana, Dushasana, Vikarna, and Chitrasena. Pandu has two jewels among women for his wives, Kunti, also called Perita, and Madre. One day, while hunting in the forest, Pandu sees a stag covering its mane. Callously, the Kshatriya kills that deer with an arrow before its desire is slacked. Pierced by the king's arrow, the deer suddenly changes into a rishi who has taken, with his wife, the form of deer to enjoy lovemaking, and says to Pandu, "Oh Pandu, you are a man of dharma and you also know the pleasure a man has satisfying his desire. My desire is not gratified and you have killed me. When you next make love to your wife, you will also die before finding fulfillment." With that, the rishi dies, and also his wife and mate as if they shared the same life. Pandu trembles at the curse and from then will not go to his wives. He says to them in that forest, "I am cursed through my own fault, but I have heard that the childless never find Swarga or any heaven at all." He begs Kunti to bear him sons. She acquiesces. By Dharmadeva, she bears him Yudhishthira. By Vayu, she bears him Bhimasena, and by Indra, she gives him Arjuna. Pandu is delighted with his sons. He says to Kunti, "Madre has no sons. You use your mantra to help her bear children as well." "So be it," says Kunti and speaks the incantation for her husband's second wife, and Madre bears him Nakula and Sahadeva, twin sons by the Asuns of heaven. One day, Pandu sees Madre wearing just her ornaments and bathing in the river, naked. His long repressed desire can him. He throws himself upon her on the riverbank. Immediately as he does, he dies. Madre burns herself on her husband's funeral pyre to go with him into Swarga, for his desires remain unsatisfied. She says to Kunti, "Raise these twins of mine like your own sons, with love." After their father's death, some rishis of the forest bring Kunti and the five Pandavas to Hastinapura and present them to Bhishma and Vidura. Immediately, the moon is vanished before our eyes, while flowers fall out of the sky when those saints name the sons of Pandu, saying whose natural child each one is, and divine drum rolls reverberate across the clear blue heavens. Bhishma takes the Pandavas in. They describe the death of their father and perform the last rites for him in Hastinapura. When the evil, spoiled Duryodhana sees that his cousins are to be raised in the city, violent jealousy possesses him. Even like a Rakshasa, he does everything in his power to do away with them, but fate will take its course inexorably, and all Duryodhana's malignant schemes are frustrated. It is beautiful to see that even common words end up being confusing after 20,000 different names at this point. Anyways, after drinking more water, let me continue. Finally, in despair, he has the Pandavas sent to Varanavrata by his doting father. They go willingly, and at first innocently. There he tries to emulate them in a cunningly built house of Iak, but they are saved yet again by the warning and the help of their uncle Vidura. Later, the Pandavas kill Hidimba and they go to Ekachakra. Here, Bhima kills the Rakshasa Baka, and after that they go to Panchala, where they win Draupadi for their wife, before returning to Hastinapura and then going to Kandava Parashtra, where they live in peace for a while and beget children. Draupadi bears Yudhishthira a son called Prativindya, Bhima's son is Sutusama, Arjuna's is Srutakriti, Nakula's is Satanika, and Sahadeva's son by Draupadi is Srutakarman. Yudhishthira also marries Devika, the daughter of Govasana of the Saivyas, at her Swayambara, and their son is Yaudheya. Bhima also marries Balanhara, the daughter of the king of Kashi, by offering his strength as dowry, and has a son by her called Sarvaga. Arjuna goes to Dwaraka, Dwaravati, and carries away Subhadra, Krishna's soft-spoken sister, and brings her home to Indraprastha. Arjuna and Subhadra have a son called Abhimanyu, a splendidly lifted prince and a favorite of Krishna's. Nakula also marries Karenumati, princess of Chedi, and their son is Miramitra. Sahadeva marries Vijaya, daughter of Yudimat, king of Madra, being chosen by her at the Swayambara, and they have a son called Suhotra. Of course, the firstborn of all the sons and the Pandavas is Gatotkacha, Bhimsena's son by Himbidi. No, by Hidimbi. Sorry. These are the 11 Pandava Putras, and among the Abhimanyus is the one that continues the royal line. He marries Virata's daughter and Uttara, and she gives. No, sorry. He marries Virata's daughter Uttara, and she gives birth to a stillborn child, a premature baby who has been born in his mother's womb by Aswadhama's Astra. Krishna tells Kunti to take the lifeless child onto her lap, and he says, I will revive this child of 6 months. Krishna brings the infant back to life and gives him great strength, vitality, and brilliance. Having restored him to life, Krishna says, because this child has faced death before being born, he shall become Parikshit, the tested one. Parikshit marries Madravati, O king, and you, Hanamihaya, are their son. You marry Vapushtama and have 2 sons called Satanika and Sankukarna. Satanika has married the princess of Videha, and their son is Aswamedh. What the fuck? Anyways, sorry. This, Rahan, is the lineage of the house of Puru and the Pandavas, the Duramanas that keep Ratas without Kshatriyas who practice Swadharma and protect their subjects, attentive Vaisyas and reverent Sutras who serve the 3 higher Varnas, all listen to the sacred Itihasa, for it increases punya. Those that recite the sacred genealogy or listen to it while with reverence find Swarga for themselves and go to the realms of the blessed. The Devas, Rishis, and all men honor them. The enlightened Vyasa composed this holy Itihasa, the Mahabharata. Brahmanas that know the Vedas and other men that listen to it with pure and worshipful hearts gain great spiritual reward, and it is told, conquer the heavens. Even if they sin, they find honor. For a sloka describes this Itihasa thus. This Mahabharata is equals. Another fucking misspelling. This Mahabharata is equal to the Vedas. It is beautiful and it is sacred. It bestows wealth, fame, and a long life. Let all men listen to it with absorption. I won't even try to hear it at this point. Please have a content. Please give me the opportunity of seeing something more than names. Canto 96. Let me eat a cookie. Give me a moment because I want to eat a cookie. Canto 96. Somehow Parva continued. By Sampayana said, there is a king called Mahabhisha, born into the race of Ikshvaku. He is lord of all the earth and always speaks the truth, and is mighty indeed, with 1,000 Aswamedhas and 100 Rajasutas. He adores Indra and finally attains Swarga. One day, the Devas have gathered to worship Brahma. Several Rajarishis are present at the yagna, and so is Mahabhisha. Ganga, queen of the rivers, also comes to offer adorations to the grandsire. Suddenly, a gust of wind blows her clothes, white as moonbeams, away from her body, and she stands exposed. The Devas bend their heads, turning their eyes away from her, but Rajarishi Mahabhisha stares brazenly at the Queen of Rivers. Brahma curses Mahabhisha. Wretch, you forget yourself at the sight of her. You will be born on earth as a man. She shall also come to you as a woman in the world, and she will cause you anguish repeatedly. Only when you lose your patience and turn on her in anger will you be free of this curse, of her tormenting you. Finally, after a full life as a mortal, Mahabhisha, you will return to Swarga as your servant. King Mahabhisha thinks of all the great kings of the world and wishes to be born as the son of Tyasum Pratipa. And, if truth be told, Ganga also desires Mahabhisha when she sees him stare at her Unabashedly, with such desire in his eyes, she too wants him, and as she leaves that conclave of the Devas and journeys down towards the earth, on her way she sees that 8 vasos of heaven also traveling, forlorn, on the same path as herself. The Queen of Rivers asks them, "Why are you so dejected? Oh, Swargavasis, heaven dwellers, is all well with you?" The Vasus reply, "O Ganga, Rishi Vasishta has cursed us for a sin we committed against him. He sat at his Sandhya bandana and we could not see him in the fading light. We crossed before him, disturbing his worship, and he cursed us in anger. Be born as men. We cannot escape the curse. We ask you, O Ganga, become a human woman and bear us as your children, Queen of all rivers. We cannot enter the womb of a mortal woman." Ganga says, "So be it." Then she asks them, "Which great man on earth will you make your father?" The Vasus reply, "Pratipa will have a son called Shantanu, whose fame will mantle the earth even as the rays of the sun. Who is to be born from his seed?" Ganga smiles. "Oh, Vasus, seamless ones, this is exactly as I wish. I will become Santanu's wife and you shall be your children." The Vasus say, "O Tripataka, which flow through Swarga, Bhumi and Patala, you of the 3 courses cast us, as each one of us is born into the water, so we do not have to live long in the dreadful mortal world." Ganga says, "I will do as you ask, but let not my lovemaking with him be entirely fruitless. One of you must survive and live a full life as our son." The Vasu says, "We will each give up on an eighth part of our life and see to create a single son for you. One to fulfill your every wish, who will live a full life as a man, but he himself shall beget no children." Making this pact with Ganga, the Vasus immediately go on their way. They are in a hurry to see an end to the curse of mortality. What? What? That came out of nowhere, my man. I don't know. Is mortality curse? Question mark. Anyways, canto 97. Let me continue. Samhaparva continued. By Sampayana said, there is a king called Paratipa who is compassionate towards every living thing. He spent many years in Tapasya at the source of the Ganga. One day, Ganga rises from her waters as a ravishing woman and approaches the king. She goes directly to the Raharishi at his dhyana and sits upon his right thigh, which is as strong as the trunk of a salad tree. Opening his eyes and seeing the beauty of his lap, the king says, "Lovely one, what do you want from me?" She says, "I want you for my husband, O king. Kurustama, best of the Kurus, be mine. For you to refuse a woman who offers herself to you is condemned by the rishis." Paratipa answers, "Fair one, I never go to another man's wife or woman that are not of my varna from lust. This is my dharma, brother." Ganga says, "I am neither inauspicious nor ugly. I am worthy of being enjoyed. I am a celestial woman, and my beauty is unearthly. I want you for my husband. Do not refuse me, Kshatriya." Pratipa answers, "I have sworn a vow of continence. If I break my vrata, sin will consume me. Besides, lovely one, you have sat on my right thigh and put your arms around me, but you must know that the right leg is the place for daughters, while the left lap is for wives. Beauteous woman, I am forbidden to enjoy you as a daughter, but shall I indeed accept you as my daughter-in-law, as my son's wife?" Ganga says, "King of Dharma, let it be as you say. I will become your son's wife. Out of my regard for you, out of my regard for you, I shall be a queen of the hallowed line of Mahabharata, whose kings are the sanctuary of every other king on earth. Why, 100 years will not suffice for me to count the virtues of your royal house. The majesty and dharma of the renowned kings of your royal line are beyond calculation or compare. But, Lord of the earth, I must tell you that when I am your son's wife, he shall not be the judge of what I do. Be it anything at all, be assured, though, that I will be a faithful wife to him and please him in every way. Finally, he will find heaven for himself because of the sons that I bear him, and because of his own dharma." Ganga vanishes, and Paratipa now waits for the birth of his son to give the word he has given her. Indeed, at this very time, Paratipa, Bala among Kshatriyas, and his wife are performing penance to have a son, for they are childless. They are quite old when a son is born to them, and he is Mahabhisha, whom Brahma has caused. They call him Shantanu because his father has already calmed his passions with penance when he is born. Shantanu, the one born of serenity. Shantanu, finest among the Kurus, realizes early that the realm of immortal bliss is gained only by one's deeds. He treads the path of Dharma devoutly. When Shantanu grows into a youth, Pratipa calls him one day and says, Shantanu, some years ago, before you were born, a celestial woman came to me and I gave her my word that you would marry her and beget children upon her. If you have to meet her secretly, and if she asks you to sire children in her, take her for your wife. Also, my pure child, you must never judge what she does, whatever it might be, fair or foul, nor ask who she is or where she comes from, but take her for your wife. This is my command to you. Pratika makes Shantanu king and goes away into the forest to become a Vanaprastha. Shantanu, blessed with great intelligence and as splendid as Indra, spends a great deal of his time in the forest. He's an avid hunter, addicted to the sport. Numberless deer and bison he kills. One day, ranging the banks of the Ganga on his hunt, he comes to a place frequented by Siddhas and Charanas. He sees a woman there who seems to be as beautiful as the Devi Serene, faultless of face and form, her teeth like pearl, wearing unearthly ornaments and garments so fine and resonant that they might have been woven from the filaments of lotuses. Shantanu feels uncanny rapture surge through him, and his hair stands on end for delight. He drinks on the sight of her, and helplessly drinks on. The woman sees Shantanu, magnificent and brilliant, and feels a pang of love. She also gazes helplessly at him, and gazes on as if she could never tear her eyes away from him. Shantanu says softly to her, you with a waist like a lotus star, you whose beauty is divine, I do not know if you're a Devastri, or a Danavi, a Gandharavi, an Apsara, a Yakshi, a Nagini, or a mortal woman, a Manushi, but I want you to become my wife. Okay, pretty fine so far. I think my brain got kind of altered after like how many in real numbers they were probably like 100 names, so I am having kind of a hard time saying anything new. I mean, yeah, no, nothing really important to say. So far, let me continue. We might as well only continue. Canto 98, Sanjaya Parva continue. My Sampayana said, she sees his smile, she hears what he says, so tenderly. She remembers her words she gave to the Vasus. She remembers Mahabhisha, and she speaks to him, her voice perfect, and her every word making his heart quiver in trial. She says, "Oh king, I will be your wife and obey you in all things, but I have one condition. You must never question what I do, whatever it might be, good or bad, or ask me who I am. You must never say a harsh word to me. As long as you treat me kindly, and never question me, I will be a devoted wife to you. But the moment you say a cross word to me, or question me, I will leave you forever." Also, I hope it wasn't old because I have no timer and hello. We were so far very deep on the mahabharata. I I hope. What time is it? You should be just waking up or something like that, right? I don't know from where are you? What you have a completely different time zone, so something like that, right? Hello, basically. I hope you have a nice day. Let me continue. Oh yeah. 4 p.m. No, what? It isn't that late, man. You're from USA, then. You don't have that much of a different time zone. I thought it was later. I live in a lie, in a constant lie. But well, welcome. Let me continue. She says, "Oh king, I will be your wife and obey you in all things." But no, I already read that. Mm, Shantanu does not hesitate to agree. So be it, he receives solemn word. So she is delighted to become his wife, and he is ecstatic to be her husband. Great joy and pleasure they give each other. Shantanu keeps his word to her. He never asks her, oh, he never asks her who she is, nor questions her ever, and she says she is a perfect wife to him, and Shantanu, Lord of the Earth, is more than content for her. She gratifies him in every way, by her beauty, her candor, her generosity, her loving affection, and her ardor too. Uh, a, a very mundane way to say it is two guys in heavens saw each other, and they aren't simply two guys. One is a very renowned guy who obtained enlightenment, and another is the spouse of Hindra himself, and they literally came to Earth to, good way to say it, have children, a lot of children, basically that. So this is the story. No, this isn't the boys. This isn't boys law. This is a normal law, you know, man and woman law. But when Ganga first becomes pregnant and delivers a son as beautiful as a child, she takes the newborn straight to the river and casts him into the foaming current. She says to Shantanu, who is aghast, "This is for your own good. Trust me, ask me nothing." What? What the fuck, Gunkum? Are you? No, do not taint this sacred place. Here we do not accept boys' love. Shut up. Anyways, continue. Shantanu does not question his otherwise perfect wife for the fear that she will leave him. 7 times this happens, and he never says a word. Though gradually, he becomes a broken man, seeing his son sink in the anger. But when the 8th child is born, and his wife, with a smile, is about to cast the son, the baby into the river, Shantanu cannot bear it anymore. He cries here, "Stop! You will not kill my son! Who are you? Whose daughter are you? What are you? What are you that can kill your own children? Murderers! Your sins are too dreadful to even think of." Eh? Basically, because it was another side of this story when they were coming down to earth because they were cast down from heavens to have this whole relationship. The woman also saw these 8 now children, basically 8 other enlightenments, and they asked her to get killed, basically, to literally do what happened here. And basically, that it is amazing. It is an amazing story. Passion, you know. But well, see this. She replies calmly, if it is children you want, you are already the most blessed of fathers. I will not kill this child, but you have broken your word that you will never question me or say an unkind word to me, and I must leave you now forever. I am Hanu's daughter Ganga, the greatest rishis worship me. I lived with you for all these years to fulfill a purpose of the devas. Vashishta cursed the 8 Vasus to mortal beings. On earth there is no one but you that deserve to become their father. Also there is no one but I who could become their mother. I took this human form to what? I took this human form to give birth to them. Shantanu, by becoming the father of the 8 Vasus, you have gained many swargas for yourself, realms of permanent bliss. Basically this. That was the story. I completely knew it was ahead of us. That's why I wanted to be brave. I am an enlightened guy also. Let me continue. The Vasus also made me swear that I would set them free from the darkness of mortal bondage as soon as they are born. I did not kill them, as you saw it, but only liberated them from the curse of Abhavarishi, Vasista. I must leave you now, O king. My time with you is over. Be blessed and raise this child. Call him Gangadatta for me. He shall be great beyond all measure and bring fame and honor to your royal house. Royal house. Canto 99. Sambhava Parva continued. Shantanu asked, who was Apava Muni and what did the Vasus do that he caused them to human birth? What has this eyed child of yours done for which he must live a full human life? Oh, Hanabi, tell me everything in detail. Ganga replies, Bharatarashtra. Vasishta, the sage who was later known as Apava, was the son of Varuna. He had his asrama on Meru, king of mountains, in a green forest. The place was sacred, with birds and animals of every kind abounding. Flowers of every season bloom perennially. Eh? Yeah, well, I mean, in a sense, you need to accept what is being told. And also, hello, Kyomer, yes. But in a sense, you need to accept what is being told, because if you didn't believe that the whole cycle of Asarama and the whole cycle of living your life and finding what is it, liberation from your carnal prison and all of that is true, you will see it as a complete marathon. But in this case, because they have the context of, you know what, I am a god, and therefore I have the possibility of giving orders, because not only they asked me to do this, but also because they already have for themselves granted the possibility of being reborn once again, in this case in the heavens. It is a fantasy story at the end of the day. Even if it ends up being meta to say it is a fantasy story. Yeah, I mean, things happen. So let me where was I got completely lost. Here. Ganga replies, Bharatarashtra. Vasista, the sage who was later known as Apava, was the son of Varuna. He had his asrama on Meru, king of mountains, in a green forest. This place was sacred, with birds and animals of every kind abounding. Flowers of every season bloom perennially in the magical place. Bharatotama, Varuna's son, best among men of Dharma, sat in the Tapasya in that forest, full of streams flowing with sweet water and with sweet roots and fruit apparently. Apparently, what? Aplenty. Ah, sorry, aplenty. English second language. Nothing else to say. Let me continue. Daksha Prajapati had a daughter called Surabhi Bharatirashafha. She bore her child, Kashyapa Muni, a daughter, Nandini, who was born as a radiant and divine count of wishes, who could fulfill any desire. Vasishta took Nandini to help him with his ritual Homa. Nandini lived in his asrama and adored by all the sages in that sacred forest, ranged through it at will. One day, all Bharadharishapka, the Vasus with Prithu at their head, came to that forest which the Devas and Devarishis love. They ranged through that Vana at their leisure with their wives, all of them enchanted by the glorious mountain and the forest of delights. Then the slender, gorgeous wife of one of the Vasus saw Nandini, the cow of wishes, through the trees. She saw how lovely Nandini was, her eyes large, her teeth ample and full of meat, her tail fine, her hooves as beautiful as jewels, bearing every other auspicious sign, and radiant. The Vasus wife pointed Nandini out to her husband Vyu. O king, who are as strong as the elephant Airavata. Vyu saw Nandini and admired her many excellences. He said to his wife, "Oh, my black-eyed beauty of the tapering thighs, the cow belongs to the rishi who lives in this Tapuvana. My wasp-waisted one, do you know that a mortal who drinks Nandini's milk does not age for 10,000 years? What? What? Best of kings, the red-waisted and beautiful Devi said to her irradiant husband Dio, I have a precious human friend in this world. Her name is Hivati. She is so beautiful and young, that daughter of that Deva among Manavas, the Raharishi of great Dharma and intellect, Ushinara. My illustrious husband, I want to give this cow and her calf to my friend. I want Hivati to drink Nandini's milk and be free from age and death. My illustrious lord, grant me my wish, I beg you. Oh, nothing will please me more. Oh yeah, basically, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Basically, this is the story of why the now babies being killed is happening. Basically, if I'm not wrong. I think yes. Dio wanted to please his wife, and with the help of his brother Spiritu and the others, he spirited away Nandi and her calf. Indeed, when his wife batted her long eyes at him, Dio forgot to whom Nandini belonged. He forgot Dharma and that he might fall terribly to his clan. When Barona's son returned to Kisasarama in the evening with the fruit he had gathered, he did not see Nandini or her calf. Vasista searched the Chan Tapubana for her, high and low. When he could not find the cow, he used his mystic vision and saw exactly what had happened, how the Vasus had spirited her away. Enraged, he cursed the Vasus, crying, "They dare to stain my sweet Nandini with her lovely tail and milk like Amrita. Let the arrogant Vasus be born into the world of men on Bhumi." And that's it. Basically, let the arrogant Vasus be born into the world of men on Bhumi. That is the curse itself that ended up making the child. And the reason as to why they were killed is because they desire to be killed. Now continue. Bharadrishabha. This was how the Rishi Abhava cursed the 8 Vasus. Having pronounced his curse, Vasista sat down to meditate again. When the awesome Brahmarishi cursed them, those celestials were instantly aware of it and flew down to his Asarama in distress. They did their utmost to pacify the Rishi, but Abhava, knower of Dharma, would not relent. However, the righteous and kindly one said, "Vasus, Dava and you others, I have cursed you. Yet you shall be free from my curse within a year of being born into the world. But you is he that led you to this sin, and he must spell a full human life in the world of men. Though I curse you in wrath, my curse cannot prove vain. You, I shall indeed live on earth." What? You? Sorry, what? I don't know who they mixed. You shall live on earth, but you will beget no children. You shall know the Vedas and the Shastras and be a man of profound dharma. You will be an obedient son to your father, but you will never enjoy intimate relations with a woman and remain celibate all through your mortal life. With that, Maharishi Visista left the Vasus. They then came together to me, and O king, they implored me for the boon that as soon as I gave birth to them, I will set them free from Vasista's curse by casting them into the river. Best of kings, I only did what they asked so that they could be free from this world. Also, this 8th child, whose due, must live a full mortal life from Vasista's curse. And there is our response. With that, she takes her child and vanishes. She will bring him back to his father when he is older. Shantanu's son is called both Gangeya and Devabrata. He excels his father in accomplishment. After Ganga leaves, Shantanu returns sadly to Hastinapura. Let me tell you now about the Dharma and the fortunes of this great king of the house of Mahabharata, for this wondrous Itihasa is known as the Mahabharata. What? I don't know. The creation of the first angel. I wouldn't say so. I think it didn't say that it was someone who hated women. So at the end of the day, a very characteristic trait of an angel is somebody who thinks women are also bad. And if we think that it is an incel, everybody else who also was a celibate could be considered an incel. And if that were to be true, we could even search F3 and search in this 7,000 page book how many times it is said incel. Sorry, what? Celibate. Celibate, but it's not incel celibate. But if I were to do that, probably my PC will also crash. So let me see, because if the 100 canto is incredibly long, I will not read it. Yeah, 4 pages. Yeah, 5 pages. Yeah, 6 pages. Yeah, 7 pages. Okay, 7 pages long. I am not reading this. That's it for today. I got completely tired after reading 300 names in a row. Let me be free from this course of mortal embodiment. Please get me out of here. Anyways, as always, it was beautiful. It is a good story. Sometimes it lacks incredibly too much when it gets like, oh, and the name of this kid, and also because this also begetted this other child and this and that, and all this family and genealogy, and oh my god, I do not want that. It isn't that I do not want that, it is that it bores me down. But at the very least, it was beautiful. So let me get out of here. Yeah, I mean, we aren't taking it as if it were a completely holy scripture, which I cannot attack. So you know what? It lacks sometimes, and one of the biggest lacks is that I did not need to know every Naga name, every what is it, Kshatriya main line name. I don't know that, my bro. I even more when I have to take into account that a lot of these names are presented later on in the story. So why are you giving me them without any context at all? And even more when it goes like, as it said before, this guy begetted 8 children. They have this property, and from this, these are also these other children. And that same loop is repeated like 20 times in a row. And after, as I said before, 20 times, it gets tiring. It bores me down. But well, let me, as I said before, take my it was beautiful, but we might as well take a tiny break so far. I mean, literally, Linko, it isn't a torture for me. I mean, it is a torture for them. I mean, it isn't my problem. Yeah, I clicked that button, more than anything else, because think about it this way: infinite, unlimited cookies mean unlimited money because I can sell them, or well, not unlimited, because I also need to keep hiding the fact that I have unlimited cookies. But you know what I mean. But basically that. let me search for some like my. That's it for today. It was beautiful. Ah, yeah, Torkite. He's still going to stream very very more, right? Torkite is live, right? He's not going to listen. How many cantos? How many? Sorry. I think there were like 260 something, but as we kind of have seen before, there are some times when it gets incredibly long. There are some times when it gets semi well, because as I, sorry, I got brain scattered because sound started playing. Yeah, no. We are on the page 109. Sorry, what? 409, and we have still, or we have to go to the page 7,000. We are not even 10% of the book done. You don't believe that. It will get incredibly longer. Probably then some cantos are going to be so long, we are going to spend probably entire streams on single cantos. Probably. I hope not, but at the same time, I would be surprised if that were to be a lie. But well, anyways, so far we are very fine, and it is time for us to leave. Let us read. Who was it? Okay, I am having the brain is hurting. Let me get me out of here. But well, as always, also thanks for everything. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the patience. Thanks for commentating, for looking, for watching the VOD. If you watch the VOD, I hope it wasn't that bad, because I know I struggle a lot when I have to say so many names. And that's it for today. We are done with the Mahabharata for today. I have an schedule on my Twitter. You might as well go there. Give me a second. If you're seeing this, it probably is very like outdated, even more if you're seeing this from the past. So amazing. Yeah, no, as always, thanks to everyone who was here. Thanks, Like, thanks, Bunko, thanks, Ginko, thanks, who was it? Formils for the raid, Gasha for being here also. So yes, that's it. Get me out of here, because I want to take a break from bring 8,000 names. Get me out of it. No.